Hi, I'm Lana Epstein, and this is my entry for Vinepair's Best New Bartenders Competition 2026. Today, I'll be making the Elmhurst Queens, which is my cocktail currently on the menu at the Portrait Bar. Start by taking this beautiful clear ice cube and imprinting a design on it with this metal block. Helps to add some visual interest to the cocktail because it's otherwise quite clear since it is clarified. Then use 4 ounces of our batch, which includes Grey Goose infused with galangal, a little bit of sotol, mango puree, pineapple juice, lime juice, empirical cilantro spirit, coconut milk, and then it's clarified with agar-agar. Add a couple dashes of our house-made Thai chili tincture. Then we finish the cocktail with a little bit of our micro cilantro. There you have it, the Elmhurst Queens, a clarified pina colada with vegetal notes and a little bit of spice. Cheers! I initially entered Vinepair's Best New Bartenders competition because I've been trying to put my name out there a bit more. To be a finalist would be a great honor, as it is such a respected accolade in this industry. I am not the best at promoting myself, but I've been challenging myself to improve, especially because my ultimate goal is to move back to my home state, New Mexico, and open my own bar. I want to try to gain as many experiences as I can while I'm here in the epicenter of the hospitality world and bring all of that knowledge back home with me when the time is right. Even though I've been bartending for about 6 years now, I'm still relatively new to the New York City cocktail bar scene and therefore still feel like a new bartender. Something I love about this industry is there is no way to plateau in your technique or knowledge. I've learned a lot in the past 2 years working at the Portrait Bar, and however much I think I know, there's always someone who teaches me something new. It would mean a lot to me to be a finalist for Vinepair's Best New Bartenders competition because I feel that I have worked hard to be where I am today and overcome significant challenges. At the very beginning of my bartending journey, I had to beg the general manager at the restaurant I worked at in Colorado, The Kitchen, for months to even train me behind the bar. He finally agreed, and I worked brunch and lunch bar for about 2 years. When I got the chance to start working nights at the cocktail bar upstairs, which was significantly more high-level and high-volume than the bistro downstairs, I remember crying after my first Saturday night shift because I felt like I had so much more to learn and I felt like I had not performed as well as I'd hoped. Nevertheless, I kept learning, and soon I became more confident and began consistently working the busy weekend shifts. At this point, I was in school, pursuing an undergraduate degree in environmental studies, and then subsequently began law school. I loved bartending and participated in any opportunity available to me, whether it be wine blinds or R&D for the new cocktail menu, but I still ultimately wanted to pursue some type of environmental or social justice as my career. However, my whole life changed in early 2023 when I lost my partner. It sounds cliche, but when you lose someone so close to you, it really does cause you to reevaluate absolutely everything. In the midst of my grief and uncertainty about the path forward, I realized that my love for hospitality was more than just a creative outlet on the side or a way to pay my bills. I had met my late partner, a chef, working at the kitchen. I'd met many of my best friends working in restaurants over the years as well. I loved making cocktails, and I loved connecting with people and making them happy through food and beverage. Although environmental and social issues were, and still are, important to me, I realized that I could also help people through hospitality, whether it be as simple as making someone's day a little brighter or spreading awareness about mental health and substance abuse issues that unfortunately affect so many people in this line of work. I made the decision to drop out of law school and move to New York in March of 2024 with 2 suitcases and my 2 cats, moving across the country without knowing anyone or having the slightest lead for a job. My first couple of weeks in the city were spent walking around different neighborhoods, dropping off resumes to any and every bar and restaurant, and continuously hearing the same answer: we don't hire bartenders without New York City experience. I remember visiting the Portrait Bar, being given the bar director, Daryl's, email, and being extremely persistent. Sorry, Daryl. But I was overjoyed when he ultimately took a chance on me, and I've loved my job there ever since. I've had ups and downs during the subsequent years, but the negatives are far outweighed by the positives. I have had the pleasure of working with the head bartender of the Portrait Bar, Chu, who has been incredibly important in forming me into the person and bartender who I am today. I also won New York Speed Rack, attended Tales of the Cocktail last summer, and had the opportunity to do my first ever pop-up at Lullaby. Even though I'm very passionate about what I do and feel that I am on the right path, The recognition from Vinepair would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for your time and your consideration.